Rome wasn't built in a day. But if you want to learn about the rise and fall of one of history's greatest empires, well, you've come to the right place. Hello, and welcome to this channel. Today we'll be taking a whirlwind tour through 2,000 years of Roman history. Strap in. Here we go. 753 BC, Rome is supposedly founded by Romulus, who kills his twin brother Remus, after the two of them were raised by a she-wolf. Yeah, that's really how it all started. This early period is known as the Roman Kingdom, and it lasts until 509 BC, when Rome is a small city-state in central Italy. It's ruled by a king who is advised by a senate made up of wealthy landowners. In 509 BC, the Romans overthrow their king and establish a republic. The new government is a representative democracy with two elected officials called consuls, who lead the army and make laws. Pretty soon, the Romans start expanding their territory. They conquer the Italian peninsula. Then they cross over to North Africa and begin conquering parts of what is today Spain, France, and Germany. By the time Julius Caesar comes along, Rome is a massive empire that stretches from Spain to Egypt and from Britain to Ethiopia. But he'll want to make it even bigger. After defeating his rivals in a civil war, Caesar is assassinated by a group of senators who don't like how much power he has. His adopted son Octavian inherits his vast empire and becomes the first emperor of Rome in 27 BC. The Pax Romana, or Roman peace, is a period of stability and prosperity that lasts for about 200 years. Trade flourishes throughout the empire, and many impressive public works projects are completed, including the Colosseum, Pantheon, and aqueducts that bring fresh water into the city of Rome. Rome also develops a sophisticated legal system, and its laws are collected in something called the Corpus Juris Civilis, or the body of civil law. The Corpus Juris Civilis is a collection of laws and legal principles that were developed in ancient Rome during the rule of the emperor Justinian I. It was compiled in the 6th century AD and became the foundation of legal systems in many European countries. The Romans also built roads everywhere. Over 40,000 miles of paved roads are constructed throughout the empire to help with military recruitment, trade, and communication. And because most of these roads radiate out from Rome, the city earns the nickname the City of Seven Hills. But not all is perfect in the empire. While Rome is a cultural melting pot, the influx of conquered peoples creates tensions within the empire. The wealthier Romans look down on the conquered peoples as barbarians. And as the empire grows, it becomes harder and harder to defend. In the 3rd century, the empire is hit by a series of civil wars and economic crises. In 284, Diocletian comes to power and divides the empire into two halves, east and west. But despite these reforms, corruption and inequality continue to be problems. And in the 4th century, the Goths, Vandals, and other Germanic peoples begin pushing into Roman territory. In 410, the Visigoths sack Rome. And though the sack is repelled, the damage is done. Rome had long been seen as invincible. But now the Goths have proved that it can be defeated. Only 50 years later, Rome falls again, this time to the Vandals. And in 476, the last Western Roman emperor, Romulus Augustus, is deposed by the Germanic general Odoacer. With the fall of the Western Roman Empire, the Middle Ages begin. For centuries, the Eastern Roman or Byzantine Empire will continue to thrive, preserving Roman culture and learning. So while there's a lot more to know about ancient Rome, that's a topic for another video. Do you want to know more about the fall of Rome? Check out the series in the description. And thank you for watching.